Hello student, welcome to this first lesson on enterprise. So the syllabus code for this subject is 0454 and the target audience would be for O-level student, SC student, IGCSE student, grade 10 and 11 student. I am Mrs. Bibi Karima Korimbekes Lakan. Let us start with the first chapter, which is the introduction to enterprise. Therefore, in this chapter, you will learn the meaning of enterprise and enterprise capability. What is enterprise? It is an organization or business managed by one or more individuals who are able to take initiative to make decisions and take calculated risk. Therefore, the two key features of enterprise are firstly to make decisions and secondly taking risk. Enterprise also refers to the characteristics and/or qualities that make people want to set up and run a business. What do enterprises provide? Enterprises provide goods and/or services. A good is a physical item that is tangible, for example, a car or a computer. A service is a non-physical item, that is, it is intangible. For example, a haircut or a taxi drive. Enterprise involves making decisions, so this is the first feature that we looked at before. All business activities use resources or factors of production like land, which consists of all the natural resources that can be used by an enterprise, labor, that is the skilled and unskilled workers who can work for an enterprise, capital, which include machinery, equipment, and all the human-made aids to production. And lastly, we have enterprise. This is the risk-taking ability. And here we are talking about the entrepreneur who will be taking the risk. The risk to produce goods and services that people want to buy. Therefore, decision will be needed about how the factors of production should be combined to produce a desired outcome. Always remember resources are scarce, that is, they are limited in supply. Therefore, businesses must make efficient use of them. The second feature is that enterprising involves taking risk. Risk is the possibility that events in relation to an enterprise do not turn out as expected. That is, here there is no guarantee that a new enterprise will be a success. For example, in many countries, over half of the businesses which started in 1 year fail by the end of the next year. In enterprise, businesses take calculated risk. So what is calculated risk? These are risks which are taken with an expectation that potential return will be a lot more than the possible losses. Actually, there are many types of enterprises, like for example, a charity, an environmental pressure group, a design enterprise, a sport enterprise. It is also possible to be enterprising at home or at school. However, here we will be looking at the two main types of enterprises, which are business enterprise and social enterprise. A business enterprise main aim is to make profit. Any profit that are generated are reinvested into the business to grow it further or distributed to its shareholders or owners. On the other hand, a social enterprise is an organization that started for a social cause, that is for the betterment of society. And any profit made in the social enterprise are reinvested into things that benefits the community. Examples of social enterprises are Natura, The Big Issue, Cafe Direct, amongst others. Always remember, not all enterprises exist to make profit. There are four questions to ask about starting of an enterprise, and they are the first one, which is why. Many people start an enterprise because they want to, for example, to gain a sense of achievement, to meet a challenge, to be one own boss, or simply to be richer. However, there are also many enterprises which are not for profit organizations like charities. Charities' main aim is to achieve social objectives rather than monetary objectives. The next question is about who. This is about the personal qualities, the entrepreneurial skills, and the resources available to the person starting the enterprise. So here we are making reference to the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur will, to a large extent, determine the business success. The third one is about what. This is where enterprise refers to businesses that aim to make a profit and also range of non-profit organizations. And the last question is about how. Enterprise can be organized in a variety of ways like sole traders, partnership, or businesses can start as a company, cooperative, or franchise. So now we move on to enterprising capability. So this is about the person who will be running the enterprise, that is the entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur is a person who organizes, operates, and takes the risk for a new venture. He is the person who starts up a new business or enterprise. Entrepreneurs are self-driven and innovative. They are individuals who have a new idea for a good or service. Common skills of entrepreneur are to be multi-skilled, self-confident, initiators, leaders, and results driven. Here are some of the most common and well-known entrepreneurs. So we have Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, Anita Rodriguez, the founder of Body Shop, Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, and Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin. So far we have been talking about the entrepreneur. So now let us have a look at the key attributes that comprise enterprise capability. In other words, to be enterprising, the entrepreneur need to have the following skills. So firstly, it is about risk taking. This is making decision and taking calculated risk. Being enterprising has some risk. So many things could go wrong. For example, you could lose money, the business can fail, you can go bankrupt, and or you may face with intense competition. Another example can be the entrepreneur took the risk of ordering 20% extra stock in the hope that sales will increase. Next, it is about making decision. This is making use of available resources in the best possible way. Remember earlier we talked about managing resources in the most efficient and effective manner because resources are scarce. One example of making decision can also be about reorganizing the layout of the factory to make it run better. Another attribute is about innovation. Innovation, this is the ability to spot opportunities for enterprise. So this is about looking for new ideas and gaps in the market. Next is about the entrepreneur should always have a positive attitude. This is what drives entrepreneur towards taking risk and facing and overcoming challenges. That is, the entrepreneur have a vision as to where he or she wants the enterprise to be, say in 5 to 10 years time. Next, it is to be optimistic. This is looking forward, that is thinking positive. For example, former Prime Minister Winston Churchill was one asked about what is the difference between pessimist and an optimist. So he said that a pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, whereas an optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. So this is food for thought. Next, it is about being hardworking. That is, the entrepreneur should be able to work for long hours and taking short holidays. And then the entrepreneur should be creative, that is, come up with new ideas which are different from others. And then self-confident. This is the strong belief, having a strong belief in their own ability and ideas, and having the ability to convince and persuade other stakeholders such as lenders. And then to be independent, well motivated, to be an effective communicator, that is to talk clearly and confidently to banks, customers, and the government. To be good at networking, that is, they must be prepared to learn from others. And team building skills, that is, seeking the help and support from others. Therefore, here is a summary of what we have learned today. An organization or business is managed by one or more individuals who are able to take initiative, to make decisions, and take calculated risk. Again, these are the two features of organization of enterprises: to make decisions and take calculated risk. Second, the entrepreneur is a person who organizes, operates, and takes the risk for a new venture. That is, he will be using all the resources to produce goods and services. And then the entrepreneur have different attributes. We had looked at all the most common attributes of entrepreneur. Hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.